walking past like a group of utes in like a foreign country is always so much scarier than in the UK. It's like, you just don't know like what anyone's capable of. Whereas, you know, in the UK, obviously, well, they'll probably stab you. Have arrived in Cuxhaven. Purpose of the visit? Well, I'm actually here with work. Since I'm here for about 48 hours, I thought I'd vlog my experience. For now, we're walking to our hotel. It's the Best Western, and I believe it's right on the water. In essence, Cuxhaven is a very small sort of shipping town. I think the population is about 55,000. I don't know who else does this, but whenever I go traveling, I'll always find like a Spotify playlist of that country. So for today, I've put on German bangers. To be fair, well, there's one song in there which is pretty good. This one is a banger, 99 Luftballons, and Major Tom is a banger. The others, I think Germany's got some work to do. Now, funnily enough, with both of those songs, they were originally German hits. They did so well in Europe that they then went on to produce 99 Red Balloons and then Major Tom, just an English version, for the West. And there were bangers in the West too. This is actually the first time properly vlogging anything. So it's pretty scary. I have tried vlogging in the past and I've always just been too much of a nervous wreck to do anything with the footage. I simply couldn't face watching myself back in the edit. Oh look, fish and chips behind me. I have noticed a few pubs already, which is good. Oh, is it just me or is this pretty cool? Like big statues of boys used in the sea. Although actually it probably isn't a statue, it probably just is a boy. With Cuxhaven being so close to the water, it is quite famous for its fish. I'm not a fussy eater, but fishy fish is something that just doesn't sit right with me. That and mushrooms. Got so carried away with the ships that I ended up walking past my hotel. 208. A quick room tour. So walking through the door, 2 single beds. As always, the cuck chair. What an interesting view. And then the bathroom. Oh, I need to put my key in for the light. Decent sized bathroom. Not sure about the wallpaper, but I'll allow it, seeing as it is a shipping town. That cup chair is so funny. Who's the TV for? So the beds are here. The TV is at a really steep angle this way. The desk is facing that way. The cup chair is facing the beds. I just got this bag. It's the Patagonia Black Hole 55 litre. I actually got it on sale. It's so good. It's the perfect size for like a British Airways flight to take on the hold, so like the actual cabin luggage. It's got these straps you can take off if you don't want to carry it like a backpack and just hold it as a duffel. Feels pretty good quality and the space is just ginormous. I recently took this to Devon on a surfing trip. Did I do any surfing? No. But waterproof. It's kind of, yeah, great bag. Okay, so for dinner I've chosen a gastro pub called Unicat. Pics looked pretty good. prices looked relatively okay, and most importantly, some of the reviews said the cocktails were pretty yummy as well. Now, it is a 20-minute walk to Unicat, which means I have some time to reel off a couple of fun facts about Cuxhaven. It is the largest seaside health resort in Germany, apparently 3 to 4 million overnight stays a year, and is the biggest North Sea spa in the country. Lots of water, lots of things related to water. Apparently the first ever pleasure cruise happened from here. Rocket launchers near the coast, that's kind of interesting. And apparently the largest penguin collection. Okay, well that is interesting. Yeah, okay, well, it's clear that Cuxhaven having the largest penguin collection is definitely the most interesting thing about it. Not very busy. It is a Monday, of course. Initial thoughts? It's clean. It's relatively pretty. Buildings are kind of cool. Oh, a US candy shop. Wait, what? It's a US candy shop, a vape shop, a shisha shop, a grow shop, and a head shop. I don't know what that means. Interesting to see a US candy shop in a... Oh, for fuck's sake. Am I even going to be able to get past this? But yeah, interesting to see a US candy shop in a place like this. Well, there weren't any signs saying I couldn't. Although there was a big ass barrier. Well, I definitely wasn't meant to be walking this route then. All these little ship parts dotted around the city as if it was decoration, and I'm here for it. Well, that's nice. Well, it turns out we are sort of walking the route we did earlier, but in reverse. Except I've just gone in a really inefficient way. Being the English bloke that I am, I had to sit outside. But I seem to be the only one sat outside. And it's pretty busy inside as well, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I did ask him what beers they had on tap, and when I had Staropramen, I said I would have one of those, a big one. I probably should have tried something else. I kind of panicked, I guess. And then for the mains, he recommended a currywurst, which I know is very German. So I thought, fuck it, I will get that one. Good content. If I was sophisticated, I probably would have brought a book with me. But instead I'm watching Instagram reels of Islington High Street being trashed. Oh, this is funny, the Drake 20v1 video. Everyone just needs a goth girl in their life, don't they? Hiya. Thank you very much. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
That's right. This does not look like the Staropramen we get in the UK, but that is what I get for trying to be boring, so taste test. I just spilled beer all over my phone. It is getting nippy quite quickly. I think it's just because it's windy. Oh, it's the wind that gets you. I think because it's fucking hell. Would it be more interesting if I was reading a book right now? Oh, did you know this just happened? Is it kind of crazy that in the run-up to coming to Germany, I've gone back into looking at World War II documentaries? I even went to the Imperial Museum on the weekend. Is that kind of crazy? Yeah, I've been watching the shit out of greatest events of World War II in colour. It's fucking fantastic, to be fair. Blitzkrieg, Battle of Britain. You must be joking, Sean. That's all I got, sorry. Recently I've gone on a string of holidays, which I think have been, in my mind, pretty iconic. So to Houston for work, And then off the back of that, I went down to Austin for leisure. And then I did that again, but that time I brought some buddies with me, which was fantastic. And then I just did LA for my brother's wedding, and then again had some time off the back of that with some friends. Fantastic. Some of the shit that I've been getting up to is just so much fun that I thought this will make for a great YouTube video. And I'm sure everyone's thought that when they're on holiday. But genuinely, just so fucking fantastic. Even my like yearly trips we've done to Canada with some of my friends, iconic. And I thought, you know what? I travel for work a little bit. Maybe let's say once every 4 months I travel. And I just thought, why the fuck would I not just document what I get up to, considering I have such a great time myself? I like making videos, I like editing videos. Why wouldn't I just vlog it myself? Now Cuxhaven, I'm not sure there's too much to do here, but it's a good starting place just for me to get the confidence to create the video in the first place. So fuck it, we'll give it a go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Wow, it smells good. Smells good. Thank you. That actually really does smell good. I wasn't just being performative. There's actually like curry powder on top of the sausage. I don't know if that's normal. That's really yummy. I think the only other time I've had currywurst, or currywurst, whatever it's called, is in like Oktoberfest in Southampton, of all places. So I don't really have anything to compare it to. Kind of like those like cheap sausages that you get with for hot dogs, but like the nicest cheap sausage you can get. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this is really good. I'm genuinely really hungry too. I had breakfast at the airport in London, and then I had this sort of pastry snack at one of the train stations on the way to Cuxhaven. I think it's like curry mixed with a bit of barbecue, essentially. I don't know if I'm being greedy or if I'm still a bit hungry, but I might have to get myself a little snack on the way back to the hotel, or at the pier. And by snack I mean more beer. 18 euros for the currywurst and a pint of styrofoam. I think that was okay, right? The plan right now is to head to Alba Liber, which is like an 18th century wooden pier. And yeah, we'll just check out what that has to offer. I probably don't need another sort of snack, but maybe a dessert could be on the cards. It's really windy right now, which is also why I feel so cold. It has just started to rain as well. Little Breaking Bad situation. Just watch a seagull take a shit. That looks pretty cool though. On my flight, there are loads of people with these like little name badges on their chest. Everyone's super happy. It read something like eternal love for something or another. And I ended up being sandwiched in between these two girls, and they were Jehovah's Witnesses. And immediately my thought was, oh God, by the end of this flight, I'm going to be a Jehovah's Witness probably. And it turns out there's like this big Jehovah's Witness convention happening in Hamburg. And all of these people, this entire plane full of people, had flown in from the US. The two girls that I sat next to were from California, but apparently there are people flying in from the US, from Japan, Italy. Like the entire flight was full of Jehovah's Witnesses. And it was actually one of the most pleasant flights I've been on. Which, yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, I thought it might be weird, but it really wasn't. They were so nice. No one tried to brainwash me, at least. More boats. This is pretty cool to watch. Sunset, one fishing boat. I don't know, there might be another fishing boat back there, I can't see. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I did order myself a spot of dessert. It's meant to be like deep fried apple rings with some ice cream. Hell yeah. Bit of Pearl Harbor. This is unbelievable. It's got like the batter or the exterior of like a fresh donut, but then the interior is just like a thick apple slice. But like, because it's cooked a little bit, it's really sweet. And then you have like fresh berries, and then obviously the ice cream was melted a lot. If my memory is correct, there is an American candy store somewhere on this road. Interesting to see trees wrapped in wood. Even some of the lampposts are wrapped in stuff. Odd. Again, I just walked through a route and it was completely blocked off, but luckily the builder was like, well, I asked the builder if I could cut through and he just said, I see nothing. Wish me luck. First 2 training sessions went really well. Now time for a spot of lunch before the next teams come up. First things first, a bit of lunch. But this is like the, almost like a classroom. And then I'm presenting on here while teaching a lesson. And this is the view. So a couple of little boats here. As I was presenting, I saw some big cargo ships in the background, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's just weird to picture me giving like a lesson to a whole bunch of like shipping professionals. Lol. Day 1 went great, no difficulties whatsoever. Everyone was really attentive, everyone was respectful, friendly, nice, whatever. But as I'm leaving, the head person of the office was essentially like, hey Saj, we've booked dinner for us tonight. And I was like, oh, that's great. She was like, oh, the restaurant, it's called Unicat. I'm actually going back to the pier where I was yesterday. And the reason for that is because I've been told during the day, there's someone there that's calling out what kind of vessel it is that's coming in and going out, and like where it's from, etc. I thought that'd be quite interesting. Well, it's definitely a lot busier than it was last night. You can see just how many people are lining the cafes and little boat tours as well. And I can see in the distance quite a lot of people on the pier. So hopefully they're looking at something interesting. We all know it's going to be boats, but yeah. Oh, that wasn't very smooth. Oh, there we go. Because here's the thing. How many times are you going to say here's the thing? But really here is the thing, is that there's not much to do in Cuxhaven. So actually spending some time with the people that I'm helping should be a good time. Yeah. God, what do vloggers talk about? I wonder if I should say if I've been to Unicat before. I feel like it'd be awkward if I pretended like everything was brand new and like one of the waiters was like, hey, it's you again. We'll see. Just past Knobloch Fish and Chips. Funny name. Also, while I remember, I googled that penguin collection, or that penguin fact that I brought up yesterday, and yeah, essentially there was like a collection of like penguin artifacts, but essentially they all got auctioned off about 6 months ago. Okay, dinner complete. It was good fun. It was good to hang out with the crew and have some good food. We had a bunch of different things to start with, like different sharing platters, and then for my main, I actually can't believe I did this. I went for a currywurst again, and it did taste banging, to be fair, even better than yesterday. Now back to the hotel. It's, you know what, I'm just quite exhausted, so I think slap on a bit of the greatest events of World War II in colour and yeah, get some shut-eye, I think. I actually don't know what the next episode is. Sounds kind of weird talking about World War II like that. Turns out I've not actually seen the city centre yet, which kind of makes sense. So I thought I'd make a little detour on the way to the hotel and do exactly that. I'm not sure... Oh, this is a train station. I'm not sure what to expect, but fuck it, why not? Got nothing else to do. Walking past like a group of utes in like a foreign country is always so much scarier than in the UK. It's like you just don't know like what anyone's capable of. Whereas, you know, in the UK, obviously, well, they'll probably stab you. Sometimes if I just have a couple, like I feel tipsy. Mentally I'm sober, but physically I'm a little bit goofy. Chat. It's really dead. Oh, look at that. Man with fish. The bike rack is a bike. Very cool. Look at these sexy chicks. Big Our Church. Did you know there are peregrine falcons in the West Norwood Church? I live around there and I ain't seen them, but I want to believe it's so bad. I walk past it all the time to go to my gym, which I don't go all the time. Yeah, I'm constantly looking up at like the vents, so these things, but in the West Norwood Church or in the bell tower. I ain't seen them, mate. I ain't never seen them. Oh, this is pretty. So I'm not trying to get Hansel and Gretel in a foreign country. I'm pretty sure that's like a German tune. Or German, whatever, fairy tale. Hansel and Gretel, is that a verb? Might be. I might be onto something, boys. You got Hansel and Gretel. You've been insert name of fairy tale here. Pretty gaff, innit? Muk kebab, that is hilarious. He says with the straightest face ever. Muk kebab. Waps. Mega waps. Don't come to Cuxhaven if you know what's good for you. Colourful. Doesn't that look like that Frazzlers or that like sweet snack? Those sweets. I'm officially on 1% and my phone is bugging and I'm still 20 minutes away from the hotel. I tried to memorise the map, but fuck. I just know I gotta turn right at some point and then go straight. Alright, we'll figure it out. Good luck to me. Final day, I'm all ready, all packed pretty much. I'm gonna go get breakfast, head over to the offices, wrap up, and then make my journey back to Hamburg. Got my bags and everything with me. And essentially as soon as I finish, I'm gonna need to skedaddle. I am regretting this walk. I think I could have probably Ubered. I think I could have justified that. Job done. On the way to the train station to try and catch my flight on time. I've got about 4.5 hours to my flight, which sounds like a long time. But these trains, well, they're just as bad as the ones in the UK. There she is, apart from one.